Hey guys, back with another Maplestory video here. This time, I'm doing a quick video on my opinion on increasing max damage cap. And it's going to be an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people want it, but I'm going to explain to you why I think it's best for everyone that max damage cap shouldn't be increased, and maybe it'll change your mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Comment below. Love to get a discussion going, and maybe I might sway you a bit into thinking it's not what's needed right now in the game. So the first reason why I don't want max damage cap is because the current content that we do daily, the current end game quote unquote bosses are already easy as it is, right? We do multi-hard Magnus after our arc run and we clear it in 2 minutes. This is just today's run. Our best run is 130, right? So if we increase our max damage cap, this is going to be even more of a joke as it is. And we're not even the strongest group. So then we'll look at arc, right? The quote-unquote endgame boss for the longest time before Lotus. We clear this 33 minutes, 20 seconds. This is just recent. You can see this is what our last few runs are like, right? And what I love about it is it's balanced, right? This is just the same people, and it's always different top 2 through 4. Knuckles at the top. It's killing us all, but you can see there's a great balance in runs from day to day. And this is our best run. And this is just at 2 minutes, 16 seconds. And just imagine if we increase max damage cap, arc is going to be just a joke and it's not going to be fun. You think people are going to want to stick around. They may want to test DPS at the beginning, but then they're just going to want to quit because there's no content for them to do. I mean, Hilla, Chaos Von Leon, Multi, this is 1 minute 30. We're going to be doing arc and hard Magnus at that time. Probably not even full buff. It's going to get stale very, very quickly, and I think it's going to be worst off for the game. And if we think that Commander is going to be a joke, Arc Magnus, just imagine what CRA is going to be like. This weekly run is going to be 1 minute for Vellum. Imagine what it's going to be after max damage cap goes up. These are just going to be, we're going to be doing these times without buffs. And that's just no fun. I love Chaos Vellum, and I don't want it to be this joke of a boss. I wouldn't, if we increase max damage cap, maybe make these content harder. I don't know. It just feels like this used to be a fun part in the game, and it's just completely obsolete and a complete waste of time. We're going to be soloing this at this point just to make it interesting. And then the next thing I want to talk about is kind of just the balance of the game as it is, right? We're looking at just as Mulong rankings, just a great diversity in the top ranking. Yeah, Phantom's really, really strong, but Blaze Wizards still keeping up. We got Legacy DA showing out for the Demon Avengers. There's just a good balance. Like the top tier thieves are doing well, but so are other mages. So are Loomies, Evans. Like you just go through these rankings and I scroll through it. Just a lot, like even the Bucks. We got a Buck in there. Wild Hunters are good. DKs, like it's very balanced, and all these times are so close together that it's a challenge. It's fun. It's good to see that there's different types of characters, different players showing out, right? And when you increase max damage cap, the balance gets thrown off, and you're just going to see thieves at the top. Same for Guild Honor Battle. I mean, looking at my daily runs, I'm revenging people. People are revenging me. That's what Guild Honor is all about. The fact that I feel confident that I can win a revenge, that I even attempt it, or people want to revenge me, I love it. That's what it's all about. That's what the game is for. That's what that option is. And you increase max damage cap, ain't nobody revenging a thief in any way because there's no shot I'm going to beat any of them. And that's just sad. And, Shelter Wall makes it hard for me to catch up to these guys, but it is what it is, right? I'm not complaining. That's part of the fun. Being competitive, beating these really strong classes, these thief classes that if there's a max damage cap increase, there's no shot on beating them in either single target or multi, and I'm going to be losing to people with a lot less gear, a lot less stats, and that's going to be not fun at all. And a lot of you guys are going to be complaining about thieves now. Just if max damage cap increases, you're going to be complaining about the imbalance and the OPness of thieves even more. So you're just seeing Guild Honor Battle, how many different classes are within that 1700, 1800 range. You see basically, as I scroll through this, we got all different types of classes competing for ranking, can beat each other in multi and single target. And that's kind of the fun in it, right? That's kind of the RNG-ness of Guild Honor Battle, and just the game, the balance. Anyone can be beat in this range. You can see all the way down to the 50 rank. All these players can beat each other. You got a Xenon in there. And it's just good to see that with a win, these people can jump up from 1600 to 1700, and just be competitive and balanced. And I think that's good for the game. Keeps a lot of different classes interested. All those classes would not be doing Guild Honor Battle if there's a max damage increase. I promise you that. And the last point I want to talk about while I show you this older AB Hard Magnus run is Lotus. Right? A lot of people use that excuse as Lotus is too hard. Teams can't clear it consistently. And in my opinion, they're kind of right? Increasing max damage cap would help Lotus, but also I think it's not going to help people with skill and mechanic. And I honestly think that my team that I run with has enough DPS for it, and we can't even get to phase 3. Like, I think that it takes much more than max damage cap, much more than stats. It takes skill, mechanics, practice, and experience. And I have a lot of respect for those Asia teams that cleared it with the current max damage cap, not because of the gear they have, because I know how much hours they put into it. And I think it'd be easier, of course, but I don't think that should be the reason why. Lotus should not be the reason why people want to increase max damage cap, because it will make them try Lotus, because it still is going to be really, really hard. And I think teams should try it as it is, right? As they are. And I think it'd be a much greater achievement if you can do it with this level of cap, because in a year, Lotus is going to be a piece of cake, just like Chaos Vellum was back in the day when we were running it and we would still fail at 10 minutes left because of maybe poison RNG, or maybe how long he's under the ground, right? Same thing people are complaining about with Lotus, with the RNG of it. And now how many months later and we're clearing it in less than a minute, right? So I really want to say that I think a lot of players should want the challenge, and stop making the excuse that max damage cap is the only reason why these teams are clearing it, and why they should, and be the reason why, Lotus should be the reason why cap should be increased so more people can clear it. And I think they should just try it. Stop making excuses. And that's my take on it. And this is the whole video. I got Maya. Don't worry about it after I finish this. But these are just my takes. The biggest reasons why I see people on max damage cap do more damage. They feel like, clear more content, Lotus, whatever it is, make the game more exciting. And I think it's not going to do that, any of those things. And I think the game is very balanced right now. A lot of very good classes. Majority of the classes are very competitive in damage. And I think it's never been like that for a long, long time. So I'd love to hear your opinion, your thoughts. If you agree, probably disagree. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.